Hi there, my name's Neil. This is the first of my weekly blogs to let you know how things are going while we're rehearsing for Barnum. I'm lucky enough to play the part of Phineas Taylor Barnum in the next haow Theatre Company production, which we're doing next March. This is just a little bit about how we came to choose the show that we're going to be doing, also how we come to get the parts that we were given. It's very, very interesting. The show was decided upon 18 months ago. We've done the last two shows that we've done quite sad shows in Titanic the musical and Fiddler on the Roof, so they're quite hard and depressing shows in a way of there's a lot of loss of human life in Titanic, obviously, and the fact of the displacement and the universal suffrage of the Jewish Russian community back in sort of the early 1800s and through towards the 1900s. It's a long period of time. So this year, the haow Theatre Company decided to put on a show that had a bit more fun and a bit more liveliness and a bit more boisterous. So we decided on Barnum the musical. Now, Barnum was made famous by Jim Dale in America and then was transferred to the West End by Michael Crawford. Some of you may know Michael Crawford from Phantom of the Opera, also from things like Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. He was also in Hello Dolly, so he does have a bit of a reputation in musicals. He also has a reputation of being a bit of a clown, so doing some of the stunt work and some of the action work within Barnum was no real stretch for him. I'm lucky enough really to be cast as the part of Phineas Taylor Barnum. So I'm taking on a role that's made famous by these two people, which is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully I'll do it justice, and I'm really enjoying myself so far from what we've been doing. I've started tightrope training, which is great fun. It's something that I did a long time ago, so getting back onto a tight wire was not scary, but as I say, it's like falling off a bike, which hopefully you don't want to fall off, because high wires and tight wires can be quite dangerous if you do fall off. And as I don't have an understudy in the show, I don't want to fall and break my leg or anything like that, because there'll be nobody to go on. Barnum is a part that I have played once before, and I loved playing him before, and I relish the character. He is so much fun to play. He has some tremendous musical numbers, some great interaction with the rest of the cast. He has I have the lucky circumstance to be performing against one of my dear friends, Janet Phillips, who's playing Charity Barnum, or Cherry Barnum as she's called mostly during the show. She's a fantastic actress, which I've worked with before. She played Golda opposite me when I played Tevye a couple of years ago for haow, and to have this opportunity to perform with her again this year is absolutely fantastic. We've been rehearsing now for about 2 months on musical numbers to get them all up to speed. Last week was our first week when we actually did them the first half without books and performing the numbers for the rest of the cast, so everybody can see what we've been working on. Also gives us a good chance to see what the cast have been doing and how they've been coming along with the chorus numbers. After everybody had gone home last week, Martin, our director, decided he was going to do some of the dance numbers. Now, dance to Martin is very easy. To some of us who are a bit old and a bit clunky now, dance is not the easiest of things to do. But he did start us off very gently with a part of a number called Black and White, which is featured in the second half. It's not so much a dance routine as a very simple yet complicated looking hand routine. So we do a lot of hand movements, foot movements, but they're all synchronised. And as there's 10 of us on the stage at the same time performing these, we've got to be so tight to make the synchronicity work that it's going to take a lot of practice, but we've all worked together before, so we're always sort of used to each other, which is really good. Tomorrow night we go through the first part of sort of Act 2, so everybody gets to hear what we do in Act 2. Now, Act 2 has one of my favourite songs in it, which is The Prince of Humbug. It's one of the tongue twisters in the musical, the second one being in the first half, which is a museum song. If you're not up to speed with Barnum, if you go and look on YouTube, there's a person called The Phantom Is My God. If you look at that, they actually do have clips of Barnum on, so you can see the sort of things that we're learning and the sort of things that we have to do. So hopefully you'll tune back in every week, and I'll give you a quick update of how we've been going. So the next one will be around about the same time next week. Hopefully I'll be able to show you a little bit about the tightrope and how tricky it is to get up on the tightrope and actually walk the tightrope. and we'll also tell you about the juggling techniques and all the traditional songs and the dance routines that we're doing. So until next week, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.